a party like an indictment party, cause an indictment party don't stop once, twice, woo! 3 times indicted. Big Jack Smith, I love you. I'll say it again once.
Yes, when you see this kind of person, how do you even react? When I look through his videos he put on social media, he is just making a fool of himself. Recently, according to this new post, Biden is having a bad day. Even CNN and The View totally agree on this. I don't know if you have seen this.
And those numbers are looking rough for President Biden. Could be a troubling sign for Democrats and the president's hopes for re-election in 2024. Biden's approval rating sinking to 39%. Nearly 60% of voters think Biden's policies are making the economy worse, and close to 70% of Democrats want somebody else to run for president. His overall approval rating among Democratic voters, that's slipping from July. And when it comes to hypothetical matchups between Biden and the leading GOP presidential candidates, it's a tight race with no clear winner.
Except for Nikki Haley, who in this hypothetical matchup is leading President Biden by 6 points. Donald Trump ahead by 1 point of Biden. This all comes right before President Biden heads off on a big foreign trip. He said to meet with world leaders at the G20 summit in India. Happy to be joined this morning in studio by our political director, David Chalian, with all this new polling. And I mean, some people think polls. This one, to me, is totally riveting and fascinating about how Americans think Joe Biden is handling his job, including Democrats.
Yeah, and it's going to set off some alarm bells in the White House, no doubt. You noted his approval rating is down at 39%, 61% of Americans disapprove. He's been hanging at that low point, guys, for quite some time. We talk about the mood of the country 14 months out from a presidential election. Not that great. 3 in 10 Americans, that's it, say things are going well in the country. 7 in 10 say things are going badly in the country. And 58% of Americans in this poll say that Joe Biden's policies have actually worsened economic conditions in the country. Only 24% say they've improved economic conditions. This is why we hear him talking about Bidenomics every day he's out and about in the country.
David, the president is the oldest president in history. He was this morning. He will be tomorrow. That's just the reality. And White House officials acknowledge that, don't love talking about it, but have long made the case that's not the kind of pervasive issue for voters. It's not going to be the determinant factor. What does this poll show?
Well, it's certainly on the mind of voters. We'll see how important it becomes, but it clearly is a major concern. Heat, margin of error race with nearly every Republican tested. Poppy noted that Nikki Haley is the exception to that. She's running outside the margin of error. But look at this. Trump, margin of error race, no clear leader. DeSantis, Pence, Scott, Ramaswamy, Christie, they are all with no clear leader. And I just want to note, guys, one other thing that is going to cause agita for the White House team is this motivation factor.
Even The View is melting down like never before. Joy Behar had this to say, partaking to this recent post.
Yes. Okay, this has not been a good day for Joe Biden. Oh. Why? Because a poll came out at CNN and said that he is at an overall approval rating of 39%. That's not good. They're very concerned, voters, about his age, his stamina, and apparently the investigation around his son's business dealings. The other side has plenty, believe me. We know that already. But the thing that drives me crazy is that 58% say his policies have made economic conditions worse. Now, I understand that there are people who specifically feel that they are under the bell jar with the finances. But statistically, the economy has gotten better. There are more jobs than we've ever had. Inflation is down. I don't know about gas prices, although I'm not sure he's involved with that.
These women can never be realistic for once. Even as situations are bad like this, inflation, Joy Behar is not seeing this. This is good, this is good, this is good. And deep in her heart, she knows the truth, but she cannot say it. Sometimes it is not good to deceive yourself. Just speak the truth, you will not die. They will not fire you because, I don't know, maybe they are scared, to actually speak up the truth what exactly articles are there proving what she said here totally wrong. I will read out this so you can understand exactly what is happening. According to this article from Politico, Biden faces continual low approval rating concerns about age, poll finds. Even CNN did a segment. They totally melted down about this. President Joe Biden is facing continual low approval, including from his own party, in a new CNN poll released Thursday. 67% of Democrat and Democratic Leaning survey voters said the party should nominate someone other than Biden, with his job approval rating standing at just 39%, 39% among all American survey, and 58% said they believe that Biden policies have made economic conditions in the US worse. The results are consistent with other recent polling on Biden handling of the economy last month. And Associated Press North Center for Public Affairs Research poll found 63% of surveyed Americans said they disapprove of Biden handling of the economy. Biden was again confronted with widespread concern over his age. 73% of Americans said they are seriously concerned that the 80-year-old Biden age might negatively affect his current level of physical and mental competence, and 76% were concerned about his ability to serve another full term as president if re-elected. In hypothetical head-to-head matchup with 2024 golf challengers, Biden was statistically tied with one exception. Former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley stood as the only Republican candidate to hold a lead over Biden with 49% to Biden 43%. Former President Trump lead Biden by 1 percentage point with 47% to 46%. A Wall Street Journal poll last week found that if a matchup between the two candidates took place today, the two were even at 46%. In the same poll, Trump continued to hold his position top of the field of Republican presidential candidate. 52% of Republicans and Republican-leaning independent voters supported Trump, compared with 18% who supported Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Behind DeSantis were former Vice President Mike Pence and Haley at 7% and entrepreneur Vivid at 6%. You can clearly see from these polls what is going on. We don't even need to talk much. When you look at Biden, though they don't want to accept it, he's on feed. I understand if they see compete, we know what they usually do. I don't even want to go there.